Well, hello. Welcome back to my shop. Another little Mustang update. Shop dog here going nuts. He don't like to be on camera, so we'll have to get rid of him. Yeah, just did a little more work on the Mustang today. Built this stand. I had this one over here that was for a big block Ford, and I didn't want to work with a small block, so I built this one here just to roll it around. And just goes up, bolts to the stock motor mounts, and then it's got some casters on it. You'd be able to take it all apart, but it seems to hold it, you know, pretty sturdy. I mean, it's fully dressed motor, probably, you know, 500-600 pounds. Dug the transmission out. That's just a stock T5. I don't know if it's a world class or not. I don't know. I haven't looked at the. I guess they have the world class has Timken bearings or something, but I haven't looked at it. But hopefully it'll last, you know, this year and maybe next year. But if it's acts like it wants to give up the ghost, I'm going to put a TKO in it. But you can see we got the Steeda Triax shifter on it. It's my powder coated bell housing. It's running a stock flywheel, just an XEddie clutch. BVK shorties, got them used for a pretty good price. They had some rust on them, and I was soda blasting them, and I quit because I wasn't doing what I wanted to do. So I just wrapped them, black header wrap. Bought this MSD distributor, which came with these wires. Bought that used. 3G alternator. Got the cheap bracket there to hold it on the front. Not really for looks or anything. I just did not feel like sandblasting the stock one. So then, like an idiot, the belt that I ordered is for a car with a smog pump. And this one, you know, didn't have a smog pump. So have to get the right belt. But air conditioner, you know, powder coated the pulleys. It's running a SFI damper. I think it's a Daco. It's like $150 damper, pretty decent for that money. You know, gonna run on just the K&N Extreme. I had to use a 1-inch spacer to space it up above the distributor, but you know, 650 Holley, double pumper, mechanical secondaries. Yeah, just a pretty basic build, stock cam. I guess I was wrong in what I was saying before about how you couldn't run a, you know, bigger cam in an 86. I was talking to the guy that actually got a lot of my parts from. And I got that Power Master Mini starter right there off from him. But he was saying that he really liked the 86 motors because they had a little bit higher compression. And he had one, and he was telling me he had like GT40 heads on it with a super huge cam, somewhere in like the 600 thousandths lift range or whatever. And he said that his pistons would meet the valves a little bit, but he spun her about 7,200 RPM. So I probably could have got away with a cam, but I think next year, you know, or year after, I might just, you know, freshen this 302 up, you know, put a set of, you know, aluminum heads and a little bit more cam in it, you know, just to freshen it up a little. Probably the year after next, as long as it holds together, because I think I'll probably upgrade to a TKO 500 or 600, you know, next year. But yeah, so did a little more sanding. Got this quarter right here came out really good. That's smoother than a baby's ass. Just smeared some, you know, some more body filler on there. Smeared some on this side of the roof. I don't know if something fell on it or what, but it awful wavy. And then this brace right here, this roof brace it doesn't really touch the roof, so you know, it's got a lot of flex to it, but we'll straighten that out. Still got to work on the cowl. I had one of those Harbor Freight stud guns there. You can see pulled the dent out, but it's still dented down a little bit, but that'll be fine. We'll beat that out and get it straightened out. Got this where I shaved the antenna hole. This is really good. A little bit of a high spot right there maybe, but got this section of the roof pretty good. That come out really good. Really happy with that. It's nice and smooth. I got a little bit of a dent right here still, and then there's one right back in here, which I'll probably have to do another application of glass on. But then I still have Still have this right here to do. I'm gonna dent that in a little bit and fill it back up with glass, but I need to put epoxy on underneath it. I got to epoxy this rocker and do a little bit of work here because I initially cut this rocker thinking that I could just use a piece of it, and then turned out that it was a whole freaking fiasco. But so yeah, got this spot back here. This came out really good, but I needed just a little more glass in here to get the body line back. It's got just this faint body line right here, and it was just wasn't enough glass there, so I put a little more on that, and I'll just finish DAing that. The edges are all feathered nice. I gotta knock this ridge down right here to round it like the factory, and then that should be the last application of glass there, where I put the big patch in there and the little patch in there. And yeah, that right there I missed. But yeah, and I guess gotta sand that where I grafted this quarter I grafted the used chunk I had on, like right here, I think. Can't even really see it anymore, which I guess is a good thing. But I grafted it on like there, and then like down and over, I think. But that was the first repair that I did. But yeah, so we're gonna hit her hard tomorrow. Hopefully get it hit her pretty hard tomorrow, and hopefully get the, you know, this bit of body work done. And then I gotta clean the inside of the car out. It's been being used as a tool depository, and gotta grind all this stuff down. And I still have to weld that brace in, but get that done, and then metalwork's pretty well done at that point. Yeah, metalwork will be pretty much done. I have I'm just thinking out loud here. Yeah, the metalwork will be done, so then I'll get it all scuffed. I got to grind up inside the strut towers, you know, where I welded all the holes shut, and then basically epoxy the whole front half, you know, up in there, and then, you know, and then I'll have epoxy primer on everything, and then we'll work on scuffing the epoxy down, because I had a little miscalculation with my paint gun, which I'd never used that paint gun before, but apparently if you don't turn the air compressor on, it sprays like bed liner texture. But anyways, so yeah, do that, and then hopefully end of the week, Friday, we'll get it shot with high build, and then we'll let it sit the weekend and start, you know, hammering it out, and once it's in high build and we start blocking it, then it can go up to my old man's. That's where we're gonna paint it, and we'll winch it on the trailer and take it up there, and then I'll drop the rear suspension out from under it, and you know, whizzy wheel some of the rust off, you know, the rusty places, and then we'll get that shot with epoxy. I had to shoot the floor pans from like right here forward with epoxy, so then I can stick the lizard skin to it. I guess lizard skin don't like bare metal, so get that shot with epoxy, and then you get the bottom side shot with epoxy. I'm going to paint the bottom body color, and paint probably up inside the front wheel wells body color, which you probably won't see it because it has fender liners. But then the back in here, I'll probably just, you know, raptor liner that, give it something good and tough to, you know, stick to, whatever. But yeah, so anyways, that's what I did today, and spent a lot of time on that motor stand for what reason, I don't know. But I still got to I ordered plugs for where that bolt is and that hole right there is, and they're 5/8 11, and like an idiot, I think I ordered 5/8 16 or 5/8 14 or something. I ordered fine thread instead of coarse thread plugs, so I will have to order some more of those. Those are the smog holes, where that bolt is, and that big hole over there. So plug them up. They're just stock E6 heads. But yep. So anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll shoot another update as we get more done. As always, you know, hit that subscribe, and if there's something you want to see or want me to talk about, shoot it down in the comments. I had one guy say that watching me, he was in agreement with me that watching me sand would get rather boring, and I agree with him completely. So we'll just keep shooting some update videos until we start actually bolting this freaking mess back together. That'll be the fun part. But so anyways, like I said, as always, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. Thanks for watching.